Chapter 7. Cornered. This time around, Marcus didn't have to contemplate how to tell his girlfriend for too long. Once he got inside, he found her busy on the computer, deep into a report. When she was engrossed in her work like that, he could tell her just about anything without much backlash. Smiling to himself, he sat on the couch beside her and casually said,
"I'm home, baby. Remember how we discussed the bakery thing?"
"Huh,"
came the disinterested grunt. His smile grew wider. Perfect.
"Yeah, well, I decided to do it anyway. I'm buying a food truck first and getting all the necessary permits to start up the business. It means I'll have to quit my job once I get things together, though."
"Oh, okay. That's nice."
She didn't even turn to look at him. He nodded definitively and got up.
"All right, night then,"
he said. He went upstairs, showered, whistling an 80s tune the whole time, and put on his most comfortable pair of boxers. He jumped into bed, thinking about how good it would be if Natalie did even more work. But then the door to the room burst open and he heard,
"What the hell did you just tell me, nigga?"
Marcus quickly pretended to sleep.
"Oh, Lord, here it comes,"
he thought, squeezing his lids tighter.
"Marcus, don't you dare try to act like you asleep. You know damn well I don't want you doing this. I'm just so tired of all your bullshit, Marcus. Marcus, look at me when I'm talking to you. Marcus!"
She ripped the covers off of him.
"Marcus? Why, you son of... Are you sleeping? Huh? You sleeping?"
The next thing he knew, his head was being doused in cold water. Sputtering, he shot upright, his eyes wide with shock. Natalie held a cup in her hand and was smirking like she'd just won a prize.
"What the jail, Natalie? You gone mad?"
he yelled.
"I'm not the crazy one here, and trust me, you ain't seen crazy yet. I told you already. I'm not spending any money on that nonsense plan of yours."
Climbing out of bed and wiping his face, he said,
"I know. I'm not spending your damn money. I'm spending my money."
She scoffed.
"Oh, ho? Your money? Your money, Marcus? Is that how you see things? It's our money, Marcus. But you don't want to hear that because you're a selfish son of a bitch. You didn't think about how this would affect me at all. I had planned to go on vacation to Maui this year, you know."
He stared at her, speechless for a bit. Finally, in a voice that was both low and strained,
"What? Maui? You never even visited my home island yet. But you want to go Maui?"
"No one cares about your backwards third world island, Marcus."
His jaw clenched a little tighter. Natalie carried on, ignoring the insult she'd thrown.
"Marcus, I forbid it. I've been working really hard, so I deserve a good vacation, and we need all our money to do it. You can't go off spending our money on shitty, lame brain ideas. Next thing you know, you're going to want to be a rapper. What? You going to cut an album or drop a mixtape on us, nigga? You don't know shit about business. You don't have a degree. You barely even finished high school. What do you know about shit, huh? What makes you think you can do anything? The nerve you have to think you can just start up a business. It's that fat-ass white girl, isn't it? She's filling your mind with all this bullshit, isn't she? Come on, Marcus. She's a loser. Don't you see how long she's been working there and Mr. Graham hasn't promoted her once?"
"Just shut up,"
Marcus said. Natalie's eyes went wide.
"Don't talk about her like you know her."
He continued,
"I don't know how you ever get the impression that you could tell me how to spend my money or live my life. You ain't my wife, remember? I asked you several times to be that person. I asked you to have my kids, but you said your career would suffer. Remember? Well, we don't have no kids. It's just us, and that means I could blow my money however I want."
Natalie was still stunned by the reply. For just a little while, she couldn't find her voice. Once she did, though, her real assault started.
"Oh, I see. You want to be a big nigga, huh? You want to be a man? Well, let's see how long you last without any pussy. Let's see how long it takes this time for you to come begging on your hands and knees for me to give you some. You know you ain't shit without me."
Marcus clenched and unclenched his fists, trying desperately to hold back the rage. She wanted him to act like a man? Well, he felt like he could beat her like a man. Taking a breath, he instead got dressed silently and left. Natalie ran out behind him, hurling insults, telling him he was trash in bed, he had a small dick, and couldn't last more than 1 minute. Alerting all the neighbors to the controversy seemed to be her intention. The thought of going to Debra's house crossed his mind, but doing that would only fuel their next argument and make things worse. Shoving his hands deep into his pockets, he strode down the sidewalk as if he had a destination in mind. The wind cut through his coat, but he ignored it. Eventually, he looked up and found himself in the city center with no one around. The wind blew cold again, and he shivered. There was a subway system close by, so he headed in that direction. Once inside, he found a spot on the floor and settled down to sleep. There was a shuffling from the other side, and he locked eyes with another man, albeit a lot more disheveled and dirty than Marcus had ever been in his life. The man, elderly with a white horseshoe mustache and scraggly beard, eyed Marcus for a bit, then grinned a knowing and sympathetic grin, tipping his hat before going back to sleep. With that, Marcus fell asleep too. He wasn't worried about being mugged by the guy. He was probably just a homeless veteran. That night was one of the worst he had ever weathered, but despite the sore spots and aches all over his body, he felt more at peace there on the cold, hard concrete than on his orthopedic bed at home.